I think helps the Underlord pick, right? Because Mirana isn't this like explosive kill laner. It's more like a lot of chip and poke over time. So Underlord, by the time you get to level 3-4, you'll have your point in pit, and then you can distance yourself from the Shadow Fiend. I mean, BoomBoys, their entire draft, it just feels annoying to kill. You jump a guy, there's a Tombstone saved from Undying, or there's a keeper like Hill, or Puck has an Aeon Disc or some Mules or whatever. Underlord with the auras, it's really just obnoxious to fight into. So Nigma Galaxy, luckily for them, they do have very clean damage once they find a hero. It's just a matter of like, just pretty much stop Undying and you can burst anyone.
That is hard. Like, their initiation being like Hex and Shackles from Shaman is just gonna be completely stopped by Undying's Shard Tombstone. So but it's hard to kill this hero too. I think when you can react to any go with Underlord Portal, and like if they're also playing the map correctly, you have Puck coming in to punish as well. It's so quick how fast BoomBoys can collapse onto a fight.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying here. Like, it's gonna be more complicated for Nigma to play the map and run find kills, whereas BoomBoys, you have the global presence of the Underlord. It's easier for you to set up. And right now the team fight, they also have very, very strong team fight with the Undying and Puck.
That's why you always need to kind of respect the Mirana. So like the map play of Nigma, even though it's quicker for BoomBoys to get around, like you are going to have the invisibility, the speed to play on the runes. If you set up the Mirana at the rune with the Shaman, you get the Puck kill, it's going to feel quite nice. And they do ban out the Enigma on BoomBoys because Divide does have last pick in draft priority. So based on the last game where he kind of got sacrificed on a Centaur, now he's going to see all 9 heroes in the game before he locks in his own.
Yeah, you need that X Factor, I think, in a game like this. What is still in the pool that would lane nicely? We only know so far that it's going to be the Undying he lanes against, but of course, by the time Davai gets his say in, we will know which hero Kiritich will play against him. And normally you go for a ranged carry when you have the Undying to lane with. There's a lot still in the pool.
Yeah, you kind of need some stunts. I don't know, like there's still Win.
TA.
There's Lina still even in.
The TA is still available, but yeah, there's so, I mean, all
there, like World Choice.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of heroes, but I would prefer something that has some stuns.
Like
they do lag.
Yeah, of course. Stuns.
They do lag a little bit of.
Oh, Tiny, that's good.
Tiny has stuns, not range though.
Yep, not range, but has stuns, so he takes one of the boxes at least.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of forgot they were lacking stuns, to be fair. I look at Puck, when I see Puck, I'm like, she does everything, it's fine. But yeah, no, that does kind of complete the draft.
And it's the issue of having Kotal and Undying as your double sub, right? You do lack stun, so Tiny does nicely to complement that department.
Let's take a moment to appreciate how much bonus time Nigma Galaxy still has left at this stage in the draft. They've only used 20 seconds of it so far, meaning that the game plan and the draft has played out in a way that maybe they were very comfortable with. And they get a lot of time to think about what they want to do with this overall last pick, is why you see Divide talk here, because he gets to decide against the Undying and the Tiny, what does he want to lane against? What would you want to lane against?
No one wants to lane against Undying.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But
if you have to.
I might just try and buff up like the damage from my Shadow Fiend. You could pick a Slardar and then it to your ability to take your Roshan. You're gonna have your Shaman help you take towers. I think it just gives you every tool you need to do objectives.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Device, like, you can Slardar or you can like Night Stalker for like the meta, or you can do like, actually no, to be fair, I think I like Night Stalker a bit, just for like the Puck and the fact that Undying Coddle, just you look at them.
I would love that, genuinely.
Yeah, it's
and you just keep
nice.
chasing them down, and then you give this like insane vision for Shaman to find the jump. There's like Divide will then complement the lack of like clean initiation from Nigma, because like one player, he can fix it for his hero. But there's also like, he's such a specialty player on like Primal Beast and stuff, like even into Tiny, he doesn't care. So he might be like, you know what guys, trust me, I can do it.
This is the game.
I think Night Stalker is like, that's where my head sits.
I mean, does he... Oh, there's no Timber. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's gone, that's gone.
3 strength heroes.
I think you can trust your Shadow Fiend to be able to kill Tiny.
It will be the Slardar.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice pick to complement the whole lineup. They are just thinking because they're worried about the lane, because Undying is very annoying for Slardar.
Is it too annoying?
Only for the early stages.
Okay.
I think later you don't really mind it that much with the sprint and when you have your BKB especially. But in the early game, it is very annoying. But I do like the pick. I like the overall setup here. I think it's back to basics for Nigma Galaxy. The last game, it was maybe a little bit too cheesy for me. This time, they're trying to play normal Dota. They have the SF minus armor, Slada minus armor, a lot of damage. They have some team fight with the Shaman. They have some good stun.
CSing, it should just be a slight Ember favor, but puck killing eventually.
Slight Ember favor. I think that's all Lornoff needs maybe to propel his team into victory. Can this be a 3-game series, or maybe BoomBoys will take this one in a 2-0? I know someone who would really like this to be in a 2-0, and he's standing by with Slacks right now. Let's head over to Bull.
Absolutely. I guess I'll ask that as my first question. Would you like this to be a 2-0, or do you want these guys to put up a bit of a fight?
Хочешь ли ты, чтобы это была серия 2-0, или пусть они посоревнуются с вами?
Я хочу, чтобы это было 2-0.
I would like 2-0 for sure.
I thought you would. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about this team. Nigma Galaxy is a team that a lot of people, maybe don't respect enough, maybe don't research enough. It seemed like you guys were extremely ready for this match last game. Did you prep a lot? Were you ready to come in?
Многие недооценивают Нигму как соперника. Подготовились ли вы к ним специально в этой серии?
Мы больше фокусируемся на своей игре.
We are focused on our own game more than preparing to some particular opponent.
Oh, so you don't care about them at all?
То есть вам все равно?
Да?
Yeah.
Damn, God damn. Okay, no problem. Can you talk to me a little bit about Puck? We're seeing a resurgence in Puck now. Nisha Puck came back. Not as good as GPK. But what do you think about this hero? Why are we suddenly seeing it again?
Много Пака в играх. GPK на нем играет, Ниша на нем играл. Почему мы так часто его видим?
Хороший герой.
Just a good character.
Just a good character. No other reason.
Никаких других причин.
What is your favorite color?
Какой твой любимый цвет?
Зеленый.
Green one.
Great, it's great. We got an answer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get into the game.
I came a long way.
Lax tries to get anything at all he can out of Volca. It's just not going to happen, Trent. Man, really did not want to say much more. Good character.
Yeah, I mean, his favorite color is green, but it's red for now. They're on the Dire, and they got first blood. So BoomBoys already off to a hot start. As he said, focused on their own game, and so far that worked out very well for them in game number 1. Nigma Galaxy maybe a little too focused on their own game, going for that Huskard scrap lead by Pan outweighted. Hope they've gone for something a little more even field in this game number 2.
And it's worth noting again, like we talked about a little bit in the game itself, it was BoomBoys understanding like the single-mindedness of the Nigma Galaxy draft. When it was that they wanted to make moves and then just dodged, they backed away, moonwalked out of there. There's no issues at all. This time around, though, you have a little bit of a different dynamic. Obviously, Slardar being played out of the off lane. This time towards the buy, going to be looking for how early do you think we're going to be seeing a play?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty early last game for a Centaur, but, Centaur, you can still just have that. Get into the definitely early move.
Mar going to get punched and pummeled, and the Crush is trying to keep him alive. Little zombie, maybe. He does go into a little sheep form and then runs out of there. Gets some separation. Divide getting pressured underneath the tower here. That early
good start here. Of course, before this puck gets that first blood, you'll be able to abuse the resources a bit more, better trades, faster level. So often, he's already in trouble though. Forced to leave out.
You know, it's interesting too because they're talking about the 2-0 dynamic, wanting to get it early. The other thing to keep in mind is that for BoomBoys, if they win this, they've got to play another series later on in the day. Would love to be able to go take a little bit of that happens. There is still going to be one more lower bracket game to be played on elimination. Right, finds a crush. How do you keep it bullying the Undying? That's not going to work so well.
No, this is still the best 5 in the game right now for securing a lane. That is Undying gameplay here in the first 5 minutes. Constantly in your face. Like, very happy to die oftentimes just to get your resources back up, right? Like, you still see the mangoes just married out to the Undying. They're happy to get a positive trade. Even if they die first, I feel like Undying players don't care. Keeping the enemy towards off the farm as much as they can. For now, though, you're doing fine. Yeah, it's all right. A little bit ahead of character.
And a really nice looking trap by and large. They drop down the tombstone now and gets patched. They decide to go for the Undying, but deny to the neutral. Very good. Miero in the other side of the map goes down to Sunail. Now Kiritich takes some more hits, and they have another round of the shackles. They will indeed. A few more punches, and Kiritich, the menace of game 1, is going to go down.
That finds the position there for the body block. On the other side, yeah, we had a full-on other battle happening. We had a double kill picked up by Save on the bottom half of the map. So, action all over the place. We settle at 3-2 right now in BoomBoys' favor.
Playing it very low against each other. Still have that water room ready as we go back up now. On the top side of the map, though, Vi has been playing pretty aggro. Does not have that much HP at all.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
Courier is locked down.
Oh, that's yeah, they are certainly at a resource disadvantage here. Advised like backpacking, getting his salve out, and will have himself healed back up in time for the win. Last game, you know, they had to roll for initiative inside Nigma Galaxy. They somehow found a 0 on a 20-sided die. I didn't know it was on there. They managed to do it. This game looks a lot better. The idea of being able to actually start a fight and feel like you can create some sort of problem for your opponent, it can definitely happen. Last game, it mostly didn't happen because you had a mid who never got into the game. The Huskar just like made some cool moves, and they also weren't even able to get the plays going with their IO. Like there was no attempt to like make a relocate play or try and get like an outnumber situation going their way. This game, it is BoomBoys that are working in that department in terms of being able to outnumber their opponents with the team stage. And that been used plenty of times in this tournament to just keep getting the edge in these fights. And of course, Aghanim's rush on the Underlord has looked so strong.
See, Dying comes through the twin gate there, realizes there's not really much of an option to make the dive happen, and then leaves. There's also going to be a TP over for the 6-minute rune. So Puck will likely be denied this.
Dire are scanning.
Especially actually with the remnant down. They do manage to scan, and it is going to be down bottom where Lorenoff bottles up to amplify damage while walking aggressively at the puck. That jump.
Yeah, GH used that opportunity as well to get a ward down there. BoomBoys aim to the area. On any sort of attack you might want to build up here. Omar even runs in behind the tier 1. So he is saying, I'm gonna go over towards that wisdom. Are you guys gonna fight us, or what's the plan? Mirana's backing away. Is he still gonna go for this?
Hard is here. Dave will now. Enough. Now on the other side, Devi is able to keep back the Undying, so I think this is just going
Yeah.
for him.
Lorenov's gonna get one of the signs of wisdom on his mid-ember here. Feels really good.
Dyer's
BK takes the
bottom
opportunity
tower
to
is under
invade a little bit
attack.
here and finds a snack that they've got. So, you know, a little bit of value being stolen away now by Lorenov in punishment for going for that shrine, but
I mean, it's one stack, like,
yeah, no, it's
fine with
Dyer's
this.
You're very
structures
pleased
are
right now if you're
fortified.
Nigma Galaxy, right? I mean, Ember top of the board and boosted XP.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Renoff steps forward, gonna right-click GK, right-click save. Remnants of that amp damage still there. They pop the foil, arrow in the area. Tommy moving over, Lorenov doesn't manage to get out, just an unnecessarily aggressive play gets punished.
I mean, you gotta think though, like, oh, I'll be fine. I have 4 points in Flame Guard. Like, but then the Underlord walks out of the jungle. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, well that's not good. But I'll get out of the range and snap the coil, and then suddenly Undying is there too. You know, like he's trying to play to the absolute edge of his seat. Very good at Ember.
Radiant's
He
middle
just
tower
didn't have the
is
reason there
under
were
attack.
that many enemy heroes here from BoomBoys.
And there is a little bit of a counterplay. Immediately, they take down the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Mail now steps forward. Omar and GH nearby, Shackle, and the arrow follow-up. They move in with the Shadow Fiend and Sumail.
Yep.
Obviously very comfortable on this hero, playing it so many years out of the mid lane.
And you can see GH immediately picks, like, they have wards here. They just barely missed the one by the Ancients, and then there's also one that's in behind the tier 1 down bottom. So they have complete control over this space. Omar just doesn't even want to leave it alone. Like, he's still playing up on that hill right now.
Heritage gonna need get a little bit back as that GH is consistently a menace.
Arrow's one of the cases, and then he body blocks the bottom camp as well, so they
Yeah.
don't get the stacks. And he's gonna sit here, soak a bunch of the XP, and steal some of the gold. And what can they do? He's got a leap. They don't have the catch to punish him right now. And this is, as you heard one on the panel saying, like, they brought out this Tiny, they have the puck. A lot of what these heroes do, and even the Underlord, is they're making up for the support. Having no, right? Undying, Pottle, you got nothing you can do against these support. You want to come in, poke around your side of the map, and
Momentum go. We've already seen the ways in which he might be able to sort of build up a pretty substantial lead for Nigma Galaxy to make sure that Lorenov doesn't keep walking through it.
yeah, it feels a lot like these bounty hunter games that you're seeing, where they're spending so much time having to keep up with what these supports are up to, and these little ganks from Lorenov that you don't have any time to deal with the Shadow. At the same time, your Tiny is also free to farm right now, but he's not going to farm as fast as Shadow he ran out of range.
Lorenov gets the bottle. Shield Rune is there. Pop it now, trying to stay alive. Double round up, hits, and they have enough to kill GPK. Not quite, he gets caught by the fear. And that is going to be enough. Now Lorenov steps further forward, finds Katomi. He has chains. No arrow follow-up. They're just going to take down that tombstone and then move for the tower.
It's the catapult hit. Who cares about a catapult? We're dropping stakes.
Lorenov. Katomi. Much more beyond that. Stakes down and Julian's hit. Doing serious damage. GH backs away from the arrow. Remnant forward. Two wards. Shades. Oh, is there anything else for Miero? They don't have any way to save him. The Underlord also goes down.
That Sentry missing by just a couple of units has destroyed the early game of the Stakes do get cleared out. Omar's still around, a little bit around here, but Sumail, Dragonlance, they want to leave.
They don't have coil for another 10
Radiant's
seconds.
top tower is
To
under
be
attack.
understanding, as you can see, that ward being the difference.
Yeah, it's so painful. They just keep getting them over and over again with it.
How the BoomBoys respond to this? They had pretty dominant team number one. They decided to finally get online and start fighting.
Silence that coil. It's back up. They're smoking right away. Finding Sumail would be great. Do they have the damage to deal with it? I guess the Underlord gate is back up to 15. He might have to join on this. Tiny is coming through.
If they find the Ember,
scanning.
it's pretty bad. I don't know if this is too much.
They're hoping that Sumail was down here farming, but they miss with the scan. He's too far back.
Oh, and he's just a little ways away. Yeah.
You can take the tower. It's not the worst
Radiant's
now,
bottom tower
but
is under attack.
certainly not the dream.
Radiant's
Miro, he's going for a little bit of a different role than these other Underlords have gone. He hasn't been so
Radiant's
faithful for
bottom
him.
tower
Going
is
to
under
the
attack.
first.
Dire's
We
middle
were talking
tower
about
is under
this
attack.
Cinder the other day, like potentially seeing Nightmare out of the heroes instead of Divas. This is going to be the first time in a
Dire's middle
while.
tower.
I mean, I'm wondering if he just doubles up and goes Atos into the Aghanims, you know, like
Yeah, honestly.
maybe he's just thinking we need this lockdown. It's good versus the Slardar, it's good versus the Ember, the Mirana, like it could be the difference maker, but it would be a very heavy investment, so yeah, that's a bit of a tough call.
Dire's middle tower is
It
under
definitely
attack.
speaks more to me of saying I want to get to Atos and then go into some sort of an aura to help my team.
Will get the bounty room. Heritage taking the same walk that Sumail did, but up on the top side of the lane. The scan hits onto Katomi. Not who they wanted, and as the smoke break, this
Dire's top tower is
Undying
under
found.
1600 HP.
Yeah, are they? Okay, they were trapped, so they decide they're going to take this kill.
I was thinking, you know, he's kind of healthy with the power rat and fight for him, but knock him down. So the surge means he can back up, but that won't be a very long cooldown. While as they successfully take the top tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
All tier 1s down across the map for BoomBoys.
Dire are
Nigma
scanning.
trying to get into their next set of items. For Omar, it would be pretty huge if he can get into the Blink Dagger, but he's decided to go for the Danger
Dire's
Lens
top
first
tower
instead.
is under attack.
A little bit more consistent on the Shadow Shaman. Obviously, all of your spells benefiting from it. Very good on the hero. 14 minutes this time there. Wow, they're really big to get their wisdom on. They bring 4 heroes here. So, assuming that any aggressive maneuver, maybe they saw part of the Moonlight Shadow on a ward, I'm not sure. They thought, hey, they're coming for our wisdom. We want to fight, we make sure we get it. Not end up being engaged by Nigma Galaxy, and perhaps seeing, hey, they didn't come for the wisdom is why you're seeing characters way back here. Farming near his base, worried to go anywhere else.
I mean, it's a good read of the map, right? And recognizing that there's just not really a safe place to be in your own for now. And these like very deep wards. It's gonna walk into him at this point. You wonder if are gonna try and play a little bit more aggressively again, or if they're gonna feel like this lead is enough to sort of sit on until they can get enough things to go for the Roche. How quickly do you want to play with this Shadow?
There's no real rush. I think trying to secure the area around the Tormentor would feel very nice for them. I mean, they've obviously already pushed down the tower. I'd like to see them keep pushing that wave out. Tormentor with the Slardar, very easy to do. Available 5 minutes now would be great. Atos finished up, but also the Jewel down here, 4 GH on his Mirana. Had a great game so far. All of the supports. 0, 1, and 5, providing a ton of vision and just uncertainty for his opponents. Whenever they drop these Moonlight Shadows, forcing them to group up, wasting the keys, and slowing down their farm.
Closer to an opportunity to battle with the Atos done now. It feels weird to sort of just sit on this and not be able to find a fight. But obviously, if you're sort of waiting for those bigger items on your other cores, it's like, what are you really going to be doing? I guess, like, the hope is maybe you can find a kickoff on the runoff, step a bit too far forward, but this is not what you want to have happen. A solo kill between the supports, gifted over to Sumail on a silver platter.
Mad Underlord? Yeah, I mean,
He didn't even have to leave his farming pattern.
definitely one of the benefits of Shadow Shaman over the
Radiant
Lion.
are
As
scanning.
like this counter versus the puck fight, one over the other. Kind of only going to get that
Right, there, bringing in numbers. GK Coil connects onto 2. Tombstone down. Are they out a bit too far? Actually, didn't get the coil onto the Ember. So only Divide is found there, but with the Ava tossed, and now Lorenov Silence in trouble. Not able to escape. BoomBoys strike back.
Patience pays off. This is what I think you're waiting for. You know the Slardar wants to make moves, because that's how the hero wants to play the game. he can't just sit back and farm stacks right now like your offlaner can. So there's this innate pressure on the Slider to try and make these moves, and they caught him. I think they've been kind of dangling on Kataomi a little bit, and this time he was not free. Last time, he was all alone. It was totally fine. We can just kill this guy. This time, the backup was there, instantly punished on Lorenov, and it's going to slow down his BKB. We're going to have to start thinking more about the objectives, perhaps, and less of these kills.
Blink Dagger on the way for the puck. Now going to set up these kills even that much easier for them on BoomBoys. Sumail still gets really touched, but they run into him again, and this time Omar will be enough. A little bit of retribution.
3D series
I think those kills are super important mentality-wise. Right? You already are down 1-0 in this series. If you like lose the Slardar and the Ember, and then you're not getting an immediate kill afterwards, you could start feeling.
Slardar being like, guys, can we go do something? Just like my farming ain't that right now after losing one kill.
They find him. The Hex is there.
Friends are here. They gotta bail.
Yeah, they gotta go. Okay, so they bait out the feed skip. Get out.
Right off. Mid in here. There's Cage backing him up. They don't really have a kill combo though, with just these two on the Underlord.
I don't know. I'm starting to get worried for Nigma here.
On the red.
I am
typical Nigma fan. When their team is up, they get more worried. I believe it's how it usually goes.
I mean, what can you say? After that last one, got this aggressive style. This would be a nice catch for them if they can find him, and yes, they do. Oh, the Tumbler's toy into the control, and yes, find and kill GPK.
Oh man, he is really punishing the lack of stuns on the two supports. It's very good. He just full length back.
Omar, happy standout performance on this unorthodox hero, the Shadow Shaman. Go just straight into that Aether lens. Good use to the Tumbler's toy.
Really good for an optimal. A nice focal point fight. Get him ahead, provide some vision, lets Sumail just run on in. He's close to his Force Half as well to pair with his Dragonlance, and already has a mantle of this talk so that he can stand tall and directly up. Means that if you're on the side of BoomBoys, waiting for Kiritich. He's only a little bit behind his Shadow Fiend. Definitely growing to a larger and larger threat over time. But you're going to be trying to get some sort of a Shadow Blade play once that's finished.
And, you know, it really is like when Sumail shows up, that's the big commit that happens in Shadow, right? You've got like a little crush coming out from Divide, you've got Ember's things to sort of start fights. Two different heroes to start fights, and then one that's definitely going to be there to end it. Right full out.
All right, 20 minutes here. Start our lineup. Tormentor and Roach on the menu right now. First, we're going to check the rune. We're going to regen up top. Instantly smoke. The circles are being drawn on the map here, I believe, by both teams right now.
Radiant
gonna scan. Dire gonna scan.
Takes out the wave from the mid. As that shows, maybe the signals to GPK to be a little bit careful. Broken. Get him. He's over to the side. No, back away. Now replicating forward.
Got one more.
Visuals keeping him alive and save. He gets caught by the roof. Blinding light pushback. Needs a few more hits. Sumail takes it.
They had to spend a lot for that kill, but there was no idea of counterplay here from BoomBoys. We saw previously they would just instantly all TP, you know, so they clearly have very direct and clear communications as to when they actually want to fight, and that one was not happening. It means they're going to get this wisdom. They go back. Kataomi tries to sneak in on the other side of the map. He gets pushed back up by Lorenov. They are not letting you get something on them right now.
Scepter, giving the last hit over to Lorenov. Misses the arrow. Don't worry, nobody saw.
Zoning.
Exactly. And Kataomi eventually goes down to Lorenov. I mean, he's living for a long time. There's no way you get out of this one, surely, but he's going to make them work for something else.
Unfortunately, because they have a Slardar and a Shadow Fiend, they did not need any help from the Tormentor. So they were fine to just deal with Cat Omi at the same time. Gonna go over to Omar on the Shadow Comet. The Ernaconda. Yeah. Do you want some? That is the question.
5,000 gold lead. 12 to 6. T8 stacking up camps. Trying to keep building that piggy bank up for the squad. Omar. Now it's interesting, we think about this like answer for the puck, but usually it's off the back of a blink dagger. He's been making TK feel pretty afraid with just combo destroy, and now going into the fourth half. It's more about like saving his own.
I think part of it is that you already have some other tools that are causing like a mental stack issue for the puck, like the Slardar Crush, the Slardar Punch, the Ember Searing Chains, so he doesn't necessarily have to be the first one in.
I'll also mention, keep looking at Miro. Atos has not felt like
He's an Atos?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've seen him use it even. And going towards that Aghanim Scepter as soon as possible could maybe help make this Ember feel a little bit less comfortable.
It feels bad though, because he has a BKB. And you've gone Atos into Aghanim.
Yes, yes.
That does not feel great.
Well, Omar there trying to help take down Roche. So the first Aegis of the game. A few heroes and players in this.
They missed the coil!
Oh, that's not what you want to see if you are a BoomBoys fan. Now Defy getting closer to a BKB as well. I think this game seems to be going Nigma's way.
It is a very balanced lineup. Did very well in their lanes. Maybe they have relaxed into the further state of Nirvana. I think Sakura, do you think?
A Zen state.
I mean, Lerna looks pretty
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If they can keep that going.
Radiant's top tower has been
no
denied.
BKB for the king. Not need that as a crown. What is a satanic? I always envision it as like a mask, but you know how you just have this idea of what the
down
item
bottom.
looks like?
They find them one. Yeah, the save is just gone. A mask?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It kind of looks like something on your head, kind of like the mask map. I see like a similar thing here. Saves deaths last game. Great death. I think Ray brought up on the panel as well. I was thinking the same thing. Like he had some fantastic saves. He was always in the right spot to prevent any sort of like a comeback from Nigma. This time,
Dire's bottom tower.
they're more of deathly. You know, they're just like, okay, well,
that's unfortunate.
These speeds aren't quite as good, unfortunately, because they're more force speeds of like, I'm just trying to delay things, you know? Whereas before, it's like, I'm getting a good trade out of this.
Down snakes. Heritage as they step up and smoke up.
Right, Heritage, the double roots. How many roots does Miro have? He's an old gnarled tree. Atos, Aghanim.
Maybe going for the Crozier next. As they see GPK on this board left behind, people realize we're not in danger. They're not chasing right now. It's an empty puck.
Crozier could go kind of crazy though if he catches Female with the Satanic. That's his defensive mechanism right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? It's Manta Satanic, so that could be beastly. That could really turn things around because he sees all this magic damage from BoomBoys and he just says, all right, well I just Satanic. We don't have enough to save this. We have clearly seen that this game, so I'll just heal through it.
BoomBoys just need to keep farming. Just keep farming and everything will be okay. That's what I'm hearing here.
I don't think that's what I said at all.
The Crozier.
I was describing it.
The Crozier.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. All right. Well,
okay. Up on the high ground, he Eragg and just finds him. Oh man. Understanding what was happening, and they take the tier 2 tower.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Don't worry about it.
I've taken gold lead. This whirling dervish of damage that is going to be Sumail's Shadow Fiend. BoomBoys do not have an answer.
No, I mean, trying to go back to that fight right now does not feel great with the Neon Disc available on your puck. I'm gonna retreat back here.
I mean, that sucks, like, right? Because you're going for this big play with an amp damage. You've got your new item, and then now they are all under a board, but okay, not any longer. Omar, he's on it. Great game from Omar.
Yeah, he is definitely
Dire's middle
bit of a
tower
comfort
is
pick
under
here,
attack.
and an excellent laning stage, and consistently flashing out these fights. Look at the way he's like linked up with Kawhi. They got the M click on each other, just following each other around right now.
Dire's
Next
middle tower
stage is
They are
is
hunting.
Radiant are scanning.
As Miero may be in a little bit of trouble here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they end up having the banner. I mean, that paired together with Shadow Shaman is super nice.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Drop the ward to get out.
Omar, he's got the read on this. They kind of saw the way that GPK's been playing this map right now. He does not jaunt to that orb.
Oh, GPK,
Just
he
phase
sees them
shift
and they
it.
find it! The Hex is there, Miero, you are not going to save your puck, sir. As they get that kill, Aeon Disc 15 seconds away from salvation. It was too late.
I didn't think they had a ward down here. That was purely based on how the puck played up. That they managed to find that. They figured that he had pushed their top and gone to the team and wanted to find those camps. Like insert in between with the two heroes that both, like whoever finds him first, will chain into the next. But he still had 20 seconds left on the Aeon Disc. Really well played and well coordinated here from Nigma Galaxy.
Feels like that last game and all of the frustration is all forgotten for this team. They have looked like an entirely new roster without Huskar. Hero is terrible.
Did not work well from the previous game, it's true. Things much brighter this time for them. And the bright side for BoomBoys, you would think would be this tiny, is still very firm. You're going to complete piece this game. He does not have any way to get involved whatsoever. He is 1-1-1 with 399 last hits. The creeps fear him, but the enemy team don't even know he exists.
Not wrong. It's just been basically nothing out of the Tiny so far. And
Dire's bottom
think
tower
about
is
this
under
game,
attack.
and it's still very possible that any high ground push that gets made there, as you can see, 3,300 damage to the Tiny. At any high ground push, this could all turn around. One toss back underneath towers.
Aeon Disc again here, perhaps. Sumail gonna realize, oh, I believe there might be.
But it also speaks there underneath an entire ward with Puck right next to them. They don't feel like they can fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Forward, the silence is there. No follow-up.
Maybe either. That would have felt like. I think he's just throwing a
Tries to hit the pit. Takes too long. Ward untouched.
Picks up his Hyperstone here, but they are close by. Kataomi's backing him up with the shard. If they go for him, oh, he's out.
That trying to find Kataomi, maybe?
I mean, that is the problem of no blink, though.
Yes.
As you brought up before, right? He tries to 4-7 Tumbler Swipe. It's not enough reach. Kataomi, though.
Easy kill. No Ceaseless Scourge this time. And ACP is done now for the Tiny, so they've got a lot of useful damage.
It does obviously helps a lot versus the Splatter. Need help when your allies not get first down. Okay, goodbye. I mean, the good news is they're going to use the root on the Slardar mid.
Vibe does not appear to care at all. He is not doing a thing.
Zero cares. And they had this obsession combo for the longest time. It's going to be expiring. I mean, they might even reward it. Yeah, there it goes. So many potential opportunities of lurking near this ward gone. This was your best chance as BoomBoys. Finding a fight up there with GPK in that area, and they could never find quite the right moment because of this positioning coming out of Nigma Galaxy. Very defensive.
Maybe like a coil toss back.
I mean, they've had the blind light a couple times. They've had to snap the coil. Something like that is definitely what you have to do.
Doesn't feel like this company coming back yet. Now he's going to TP in right on top of the Shadow Courier and up. And as they see GPK TP back, now they leave. Not wanting to go high ground without the agent. 15 seconds till we don't know how long it's going to be.
How have we found 2 games in a row where one team seems like they can't make a move?
You know?
But I feel like BoomBoys are trying more, but they are failing equally as often.
Yes.
Right, they have vision on this slide.
Radiant are scanning.
He's still sticking around. Like, this Pathfinder's pretty slow. We move pretty fast. Can we make it to Divine in time? It's like a tease right now. He's going to get this range creep. He's going to get out, isn't he?
I mean, he also has a BKB, so like, he's not going to die.
He's getting away.
He's just going to run out.
It's smoked across the entire map, and he's gone.
They scanned, they see that he left, and now there's not a dang thing they're going to be able to do about it.
Double scans used to do the game.
at least they're in position to come and contest for Roche, if nothing else. But yeah, this does not feel good for BoomBoys right now.
Okay, but
Tell me. Give me something, anything. Need to find something for
honestly,
these guys.
I just clicked the HP pools of Slardar, Ember, and Shadowfiend, and I just stopped dead in my tracks. They're each like 3k plus HP, like 2,800 on the Ember. They are tanky.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, tank Heritage really burst him down. Like, does he have the damage to maybe have a big impact? And it's tough because the reinforcements are going to be quick.
Yes.
I mean, they don't have a mech or anything like that. They don't have a traditional save on the side of Nigma Galaxy this time, right?
What's our Crozier check? All right, we're getting there. Oh,
he gave up on it, didn't he? Yeah, he gave up.
Halberd instead? Ugh,
Yeah.
God.
No, the Crozier was a bridge too far, he said.
Oh, man.
It was 3,300 gold too much.
Well, I mean, he's even with the Slardar in terms of farm.
Yeah. Ish.
That's an Aghanim Scepter done for the Mirana.
M coming out as well. Just secure their position on the map.
10,000 gold lead. It still could completely turn around with, a little bit of bad positioning. I think that you can't underestimate how crazy these late game scenarios can turn into, particularly on the main stage of TI.
Yeah, and if maybe you get forced into a play with the 80s down, I think that can be something. Mail again, though. Nope. Maybe they hit everything perfectly. On the side of BoomBoys, have the Undying save with this Tombstone. Don't have a similar tool. On the Nigma Galaxy. Maybe that's what can do it.
Tell me. It's hanging out by the trees. I mean, Roche is going to move in a minute and a half. Maybe we're just going to sit here until then. In the meantime, Shadowfiend is getting bigger by the way.
Yeah, they are not really losing out too much on the side of Nigma Galaxy as the Butterfly is now picked up for Sumail. And with a minute 20, yeah, they are good to head into the pit. All right, Heritage. He has waited, but a sitting rock gathers moss, so he wants to roll.
And Roche roars. Get some vision. They see Sumail, very, very tanky. Roche, half HP.
Heritage calculating, finding his angle.
My damage is there, ready for a jump. They drop down the snakes. Now the walk-in. He's not going to do much to jump for Avatar, and he snatches the Aegis. Heritage is trying to put his team on the back, but I don't know if it's enough to carry. It's a hard one to make work. The Requiem comes out. Sumail destroys the arrow. Heritage also gonna fall. You can take the Aegis. You're not winning the fight.
You're not getting out of that one alive. At the very least, you remove it for a potential high ground push, but obviously things still going very much in the way of Nigma. King of that fight. No concerns about not having a BKB. Yeah, it gives up the agents because of it. That's A-okay for them. They're now pushing up high ground. No sneaks available. Touch the Anaconda.
Building goes down, and despite of the crystal being gone, they are still going to be able to take
Look at Divide down bottom.
set of racks.
Stalking GBK.
The hunt wants him. Jump forward, crush, bash, damage. Trying to get out of there. He's nullified. They find him here. Yeah, I mean, he's waiting for his flank dagger to come back up again. Wants to chase this guy down. Okay, over to the side. GH is there. Arrow out, and hello, there are more friends. As GH finds that kill, another set of racks taken while all that was happening.
I mean, what can you do? There's no option, right? You're just dead.
Well, as we have seen many times, it appears that this TI is for 3 games on the big stage, barring some type of miraculous comeback for BoomBoys.
One would certainly be a banger of a comeback, but I mean, they had their moment. They tried, they set something up. Did their calculations what the best option
Jamil's
was.
completely alone.
Okay, well, what do you get?
This is what they need. They've got to get something here. Can they blow him up in time? No! Satanic turn the disarm. Well, the Halberd not doing what he wants. As the fear is there onto the arrow. A couple more punches saved by the Tombstone. But Sumail, the king, he's strong. A triple from Renop, and GG is called. Nigma push it to a game 3.
They don't have their tools available. They're not going to be able to win that fight. They needed the coil snap there. Everything else was set up, right? They got the big toss back, but with GBK being dead, they don't have enough to take them down.